It's the UFC 258 main card, and that is all the time we have for Get Up on ESPN. We will see you back and better than ever tomorrow at our usual time, 8 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
The bubble is back in business. Disney World's Wide World of Sports, the setting for the next month, as opening day of the G League has arrived. A maximum of 6 games a day, every day. The G League here on ESPN. The G League is back 11 months after the coronavirus pandemic shut down last season, and it's going to be a very busy next 29 days of G League basketball. 135 regular season games are going to be played. 8 of the 18 teams will advance to the playoffs, and a champion to be crowned on March 11th. Well, thanks for joining us this morning with Rebecca Lobo. I'm Mark Kestisher, and this is not only a unique setting for the G League and also a unique setting for the players, Rebecca, but you have some elite NBA prospects for the first time with really a different pathway to get to the NBA draft.
Yeah, without question, a different route for these young talented players to take, where they get a chance to be coached by NBA caliber coaches, where they get a chance to play alongside players who have had long careers in the NBA, and a chance to go against a bunch of players who are NBA caliber talent. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch how these young guys do in their first game.
Yeah, we got 2 of the top 5 in the mock drafts, led by the talented Jalen Green.
Our first chance to see him as a pro, a top prospect out of high school last year, 6'6" guard with effortless athleticism. He has range, a great slasher who can find holes, absorb contact, and finish at the rim. Great pull-up game as well, projected as the number 3 pick in the upcoming draft.
There's Jalen Green, who just turned 19 years of age yesterday, so celebrating his birthday at the Disney bubble. Another top 5 talent, Jonathan Kuminga from Congo. He's been in the U.S. for 4 years. He's been turning heads at all their scrimmages.
Yes, he has. A 6'8" forward. Brian Shaw said he will be one of the best defenders to come out of the draft, and Kuminga led the team in scoring in their 2 winter scrimmages, right around 20 a game.
Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. They are brought to you by American Express, and you will see both Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga in the starting lineups for G League Ignite, playing its first ever game. They'll be joined by Dante Hall and Brandon Ashley. And Bobby Brown, who is in his 14th professional season, age 36, first time in the G League, and the Santa Cruz Warriors, led by Jeremy Lin, 9 years after Linsanity and back from China, and also Nico Mannion and Jordan Poole, Rebecca, a couple of guys who are on assignment who had played with the Golden State Warriors earlier this year before making their way down to the bubble. Here's a look at Jeremy Lin. And Dante Hall, the 23-year-old undrafted player, was all rookie last year. I have to imagine, Rebecca, this is the first real game in almost a year for some of these guys, especially for the elite prospects who've been working so hard, since really November, December to actually have a real game. I'm sure there's got to be a little bit of nerves.
A lot of nerves. They've had a chance to do workouts, scrimmages within the league, one-on-one, small-sided stuff with their coaches. But yeah, here it is for real.
Here we go, and the G League season is underway. As we mentioned, this is at the Advent Health Arena, one of 2 venues that'll be hosting games. And on the first play, Axel Tupon that time on the great cut and slam. There will be staggered games throughout the day today and just about every day, a season that, mirrors the NBA season, the WNBA season, but instead they will have to narrow it down to about a month. Shot clock is down to 3, and a double dribble is called against Bobby Brown on the Ignite turnover. Now, the vets, of course, are the guys who are showing some of these young players the way. That's one of the keys of this G League Ignite experience as well.
Yeah, Brian Shaw was telling us that everybody understands it's about helping the young guys develop, and in particular, a couple of those veterans, Bobby Brown being one, have really taken that responsibility seriously. They know they're out here to mentor these young guys.
Last touch by Tupon. This will be G League Ignite basketball. Jeremy Lin, who played in China last year. Look, he's also here to try to get back to the NBA where he's played, but in some ways is also, even though it's not the Ignite team, he's looking to help out some of the youth of the Santa Cruz Warriors team.
He's a guy who's been through it all, playing in the NBA, playing overseas.
Late shot clock. Kuminga's got some range. Missing on that first one. All these teams made their way down to Florida within the last 10 to 14 days. Nico Mannion dropping a triple. 5-0 Santa Cruz.
There's got to be incredible nerves, Mark, especially for these young guys who, as you mentioned, the last time they were playing, they were going against other high school players. There's one of them, Jalen Green.
What about the step back guarded by Tupan, the veteran? Kuminga on the drive. Jonathan Kuminga was maybe not one of the familiar names a year ago, but as we mentioned off the top, he's been turning heads and has worked his way to be expected a top 5 pick come the NBA draft when that happens over the summer at some point.
He's got great size, 6'8", 210 pounds. Brian Shaw said he can guard 1 through 4. Maybe one of the more pro-ready guys in terms of what he can do on the defensive end of the floor.
Called the foul on Jordan Poole. Non-shooting foul. Look at Jalen Green against Nico Mannion. Knocked by Wesson and tipped into the backcourt. Shot clock is at under a second and not an opportunity there. And we'll turn it over as G League Ignite still looking for their first points.
Mark, is there backcourt in G League games? Wasn't that backcourt? Or was it tipped? Might have been tipped, okay.
Our officials, Isaac Barnett, Pat O'Connell, and Marcy Williams. It is developmental league all the way across, right? The players, the officials, for coaches as well. Chris Weems is coaching the Santa Cruz Warriors for the 2nd straight year. And you mentioned Brian Shaw off the top for folks who have not been paying as much attention to the lead up to the G League. Brian Shaw, of course, who won 5 rings in the NBA, is the coach of Ignite as Jeremy Lin hits the triple. 8-0 in favor of the Warriors. Green takes Mannion off the dribble, lost it, got it back, and there's the first Ignite points.
Jalen Green's got great explosiveness and quickness and just ridiculous athleticism.
Jordan Poole missing from the outside. What did Brian Shaw tell us? It was effortless athleticism.
Effortless.
I think that's the way he phrased it. And there's Brian. Brian Shaw, who won a couple of rings, actually 3 of them as a player during the Lakers three-peat from 2000 to 2002, and a couple more as an assistant coach in 09 and in 10, as Kuminga gets his first basket.
Really nice job spin going baseline and finishing on the other side of the rim by Kuminga.
Nico Mannion looks for the 3, and Tupan is there to finish it off. Nico's like, after the whistle, I still got to get some action in. Here we go. Take a look at this. Just didn't get blocked out.
Yeah, I would say that was a problem.
Axel Tupan has been around the G League for a bit. An opportunity for and one falls off, and free throw coming for Dante Hall, and I say free throw singular if you're new to the G League. In the first 46 minutes, Rebecca, you get 1 free throw, and it either counts as 2 points in this case, because it would be a 2 free throw setup normally, or you could have 1 for 3 if you get fouled on a 3-pointer. You like this rule?
I like that it helps the game move along a little quicker. It was interesting to me when we were talking to Chris Weems, and he said it doesn't put pressure on your bad free throw shooters because they're going to miss no matter what. It puts pressure on your good free throw shooters because now they know how much more is riding on the one shot. I'm glad they get rid of it late game because you need to have that pressure for all of them late game.
Nice find by Mannion to Tupan to score. And Dante Hall, who missed that free throw, 74%er. I always wondered in some players, you missed that first one, it's okay because he got the second one. Get to see that first look, but in this case, came away empty completely. Nice tip in by Brandon Ashley. Spent the last couple of seasons overseas after playing his college basketball at the University of Arizona. Wesson missing from outside. Caleb Wesson, who played at Ohio State. Right now manning the middle for the Santa Cruz Warriors. Kuminga and a shooting foul. Nope. Foul's going to be on Tupon that time.
Great pass, dribble penetration, you get the cut off the ball, and that's sometimes what younger guys have to learn how to do better, and that's play without the basketball in their hands, especially when they're coming out of high school where majority of the time they had the ball on the offensive end. And Brian Shaw was talking about that with us as well, just about the guys knowing when to screen, how to screen, when to cut.
Minka using the backboard there.
How offensive-minded and aggressive has he been? He looks unafraid out there, and he gets the ball in his hands. He is looking to take you.
Jordan Poole missing there. A loose ball foul is going to go against Santa Cruz. I think he's playing with so much confidence. He played so well in the scrimmages in December out at Walnut Creek in California where they've been training, and he seems to have brought that to Disney.
And you see him right now with that frame. A lot of times guys coming out of high school, you have to learn the physicality of it. And, of course, he has to learn that as well, but he certainly has the strength in the frame to absorb a lot.
Get our first substitutions at Daryl Hanna's and Celeb Mwugbe are in for Santa Cruz. Hanna's number 9, defending right now against Bobby Brown. This is Brandon Ashley with a nice spin move. And they'll say offensive foul on Ashley. And that was Jordan Poole who went down hard, and it appears to be in some pain underneath the basket. Jordan Poole, there's 3 guys on assignment from Golden State. Alan Smilagic is still recovering from meniscus surgery. But Jordan Poole, who played in 57 games last year for the Golden State Warriors. Now we're going to have a review coming as well. See if they'll check out if it's anything more than just a common offensive foul. So look at our officiating crew today.
All on the floor is an offensive foul. Number 13.
Should be on number 3. I'm sorry, on 13, Brandon Ashley.
All on the floor is an offensive foul. Number 13. The play is under.
When we were watching it live, I thought it just looked like a typical offensive foul. I still do, even though his elbow catches Poole in the face. It's a natural basketball motion. I wouldn't upgrade that to anything other than leaving it at the offensive foul.
So the ruling on the floor, offensive foul on Ashley. Now, different from the G League games here in the bubble than the NBA games many folks may be used to watching. They will get assistance replay from Secaucus, New Jersey. They're getting all their replays fed courtside and able to get all the different looks here. As you said, it was that off arm, it looked like, caught a piece.
And your off arm is protecting the basketball? Yeah, it's just coming down. It's natural. I didn't think there was anything extra there than a regular offensive foul.
Brandon Ashley will pick up his first.
That's certainly what you don't want, right? You don't want one of your guys on assignment to be getting injured when he's getting his extra minutes in the G League.
And the Warriors, who are just getting home from a road trip, and it's early morning in the Bay Area. Don't want to see any of those guys possibly getting nicked up. Here's one of them, Nico Mannion, who shares a cool story. His dad, Pace, also played in the NBA. Both selected in the second round of the NBA draft, both by the Golden State Warriors. As Poole, still in the game, draws contact there. And those two guys, numbers 2 and number 3, Poole and Mannion, they're going to get a lion's share of the minutes here. As we mentioned, it's developmental league for 2 young guys. Last year, Poole was able to get some time because of all the injuries with the Golden State Warriors. This year, outside of their center position, there's not a lot of time as Poole hits the one free throw for the 2 points. And so those guys are going to see a lot of time, Rebecca, here.
Yeah, Chris Williams was telling us it's about getting experience and touches and minutes for our assignment players. And he said right below that, we're trying to win. But the bigger picture is developing those guys.
Kuminga missing long distance. Ashley, nice rebound and put back.
Jonathan Kuminga has attempted more shots than anybody else on his team combined.
And a foul from behind Dante Hall against Poole. Good start for the Warriors. The Ignite within 4, our first time out from the Gubble.
You seen the new smoking kickin' chicken at Jimmy's John's? Savory chicken smothered in smoky cream.